Get in! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is match review time. And this is the happiest that I have been all season. The mighty Leeds United have gone to the rat-infested Old Trafford and they've beaten them 2-1. I am over the bloody moon and I love it. I love my club. I love Leeds United. And this group of players and staff, I mean, if they stay up this season, which they've given themselves such a chance of doing now, I'm exhausted from watching the match, but I'm not just on cloud 9, I'm on about cloud 20. Unbelievable. I didn't give us a lot of hope. We'd only won one game away from home in the league. And as much as I hate to say it, they were third and we were 15th. We've gone there. We've played an absolute blinder in the first half. Definitely the better team in my opinion. Second half we had a lot of defending to do. And the goal that we conceded was disappointing, but we held on. And yeah. It's going to take a while to get this humongously goofy smile off my face, and I don't care. The lads deserve to stay up just based on tonight alone. They've done something tonight that no Leeds United manager and no Leeds United coaching staff and no Leeds United group of players have been able to do for a very, very, very long time. We beat them at their ground in 2010 in the Cup, back when we were in League One, which again just felt amazing. But to do it in the league, we haven't done it since about 1981 or something. It was before I was even born. So, absolutely massive credit. Massive, massive, massive credit to everybody involved at Leeds United. They took a great following to Old Trafford as well. Filled out the top of that corner stand. You could hear marching on together going on throughout the match. At certain times in the match, the roar from the crowd when Okafor got his 2 goals. It just, oh boy. I think my neighbour Kaylee was probably wondering what the hell was going on. She probably heard me shouting and celebrating the goals. And then at the end when we won, she won't mind, bless her. I'm not even that bothered about going through statistics and stuff. I'll have a quick look at it, but the stats don't matter. The only stat that matters is Leeds United 2, Man United 1. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So we'll breeze through, the figures if you like. But as you can see there now, Leeds in 15th, which they were always going to be there, whether they won or they drew. If they were going to lose, which they didn't, they would have had to have lost by 2 or 3 goals to drop down a place. However, the bigger picture of this now is it's 2 draws and a win in the last 3. And I believe those 2 draws were clean sheets, weren't they? Yep, 0-0 with Palace and 0-0 with Brentford. And obviously 2-1 tonight. So, yeah. I'm always proud to be a Leeds United fan, but it's nights like tonight that make you even more proud. So the record for Leeds now is 32 games played, 8 wins, 12 draws, 12 losses, 39 scored, 49 conceded, minus 10 goal difference, 36 points now. And, everyone from Newcastle above are already safe. They're safe as houses, there's no doubt about it. Everyone above could lose every game remaining and still stay up. But from a Leeds point of view, I still think we need 4 more points, but this was unexpected tonight. I didn't see us... if we hadn't had so many injuries, I might have thought we could possibly sneak a win, but definitely get at least a draw. But we've been missing Rodon and Stack, who have been superb this season. We were missing Dan James as well, and you can't teach pace, and he's got bundles of it when he's fit. And then I was worried that we might not have the likes of Gabby Goodmanson available. Gabby was superb tonight. I mean, everyone was. No Leeds player had a bad game. But I mean, if I was to give a man of the match, it's so difficult. I mean, we'll get into the player ratings and stuff in a moment. But yeah, it bodes well for Leeds now because we've got Wolves at Ellen Road next, which surely we've got to win that. And then in a couple of games after, we've got Burnley as well. And so in terms of who we've still got to play Wolves, Burnley, Tottenham, and West Ham. We've got to play 4 of the teams that are currently below us. If we can't get enough points to stay up with those kind of fixtures remaining, then that's just really poor game management. This is the time when you can show your quality. And, we first half in particular, we showed our quality. We really did. I mean, to be honest, I was kind of crying out before we scored. I was just thinking to myself, imagine what we could have been doing here if we'd gone 3-5-2/5-3-2 and started with DCL and Metro up front, because the way that the Man U defence were playing was so bad. Leeds were getting opportunities, they were getting in behind that defence. There was so much space. Like, the amount of space that the Leeds players had to play in was massive. And this worked into Leeds' favour. I mean, when I watched Leeds women versus Norton and Stockton, again, there was a lot of space for the Leeds women, because it was, Ellen Road was such a big pitch compared to, what they play on at Garforth. And this was a similar situation in a sense that the pitch was so big at Old Trafford that, Leeds had so much space to play in. Gabby and Jaden at wing back had so much time and space to play. Gabby and Jaden were excellent, especially first half. I mean, Gabby again. I mean, Christ's sake, 11 million? Is that it? Is that all we paid for Gabby Goodmanson? We need to keep that boy. He needs, end of season. I kid you not, if we stay up, which, as I say, I really believe we will do now, you've got to offer Gabby another, an extended contract. He's a superb, absolutely superb wing back. He really is. He was fantastic today. I mean, again, so many players. Beal had a great game. Strout was really good. James Justin, deputising for Roden. Noah Okafor. I mean, again, Noah kind of tired to the traditional 70 minutes like he always does. But I mean, how effective was Noah today? Absolutely superb. Aronson, possibly one of the slightly quieter players that Leeds had in the match. But even Brendan was working hard and trying to support DCL up front along with Noah. Nobody had a bad game. You know, Tanaka looked good until he went off injured. Ethan Ampadu really showing that leadership quality that he brings with his captaincy. Those three at the back. And Carl Darlow, 2 or 3 quality saves in this match that, you know, were absolutely crucial in the end. DCL as well, I'll just give a shout out for him in the sense that he were on line and kept out a certain goal as well. Tonight was a team performance, and it's one of the best team performances, if not the team performance of the season. The only slight exception to that rule was when all 11 players touched the ball. I think we were against Sunderland in that one, and we scored a goal at the end of it all. I mean, that's the team goal of the season, but in terms of the team performance of the season, I mean, you can see there, it looks like Ethan's got player of the match for Leeds there. Comfortably, by the looks of it. But yeah, let's get into the match stats. So you can see there, Martinez got sent off because he pulled on DCL's hair. Casemiro's going on 69. Hey! Sorry, I'm so immature. But yeah, Noah with those. I mean, that early goal after 5 minutes, and Leeds started the match really well in the sense that they had a couple of chances to score before Noah got his goal on 5 minutes. Just really good. I mean, let's have a look at the lineups to start with. So obviously, FOTMob rating is going to give Okafor man of the match on the basis he got the 2 goals. But yeah, Leeds were good. Leeds were really good first half. Really, really good. So Leeds started with Darlow in goal. Had a back three of James Justin, Jacobiol and Pascal Strout, with Jaden Bogle and Gabby Goodmanson at wing back. Altanaka came in for the injured Anton Stack. James Justin came in for the injured Joe Roden. And then we had Noah Okafor and Brendan Aronson supporting DCL up front. From their point of view, they started with Lamans in goal, a back four of Mazraoui, Yoro, Martinez and Shaw, Uga and Casemiro in the midfield with Connor, Fernandez and Diallo supporting Sesko. I mean, I don't know how this pillar, or that pillar for that matter, got anything as high as a 7 or an 8. Quite frankly, I thought they were dog shite. Just complaining arseholes. And then this idiot, my God, he was sour as fuck. Excuse my French. When he got interviewed by TalkSport after the game, he was sour as buggery. No respect or sportsmanship behaviour given towards Leeds whatsoever. Disgusting. He's got to look at himself, you know. I mean, he's kind of enjoying the fact that up until tonight he had an unbeaten home record since coming in as the manager. Like, sour as shit. What a dickhead, honestly. But yeah, from Leeds' point of view, they brought on Ilya Gruev for Tanaka. This was at the point where Tanaka had just picked up his injury. they brought on Wilfred Gnonto to substitute Noah Okafor as well, who was just traditionally getting knackered after 70 minutes, as he usually does. And then later on, they brought on Longstaff just to give a bit more. I think he came on for Brendan Aronson, if I remember right, just to give a bit more solidarity in the midfield. Just to help out. The subs that didn't get on for Leeds were Lucas Perry, Sam Byram, Seb Bornell, Facundo Buonanotte, Joe Pirro, and Lucas Mecha. I did feel that there were points in the match where I would have really liked to see us go 5-3-2 and bring on Lucas to partner DCL up front. I think it would have been effective. The Man U defence was so bad. And if we'd gone with two up front instead of one up front, I think it would have been even more difficult for them to deal with it. And Mecha used to play for Man City. He'd have loved to have had an opportunity against them tonight. He'd have loved it. Players that didn't come on for them were the goalkeeper being Heaven, Malacia, Mount, Fletcher, Xerxes and Lacey. Players unavailable, as we mentioned earlier, Rodon, Stack and James, they were all out. And despite tonight, I still think that they're big losses, especially Rodon and Stack. We've been missing James most of the season, to be honest. I feel sorry for Dan James because he's had about 2 or 3 injuries and they just constantly keep him out. They had missing Manu, De Ligt and Dorgu, with Maguire suspended after he got a red card in his last match. Love it. Love it. So, honestly, I feel like a big kid that's just, feel like a big kid that's just won an award or something, you know what I mean? I feel superb about tonight, I really do. Let's have a look at the stats. So, again, I'm not going to kind of bore you with the stats too much here, but ultimately, if we start with the shooting stats, they had a few more attempts on goal, they had 1 extra one off target, they had a few more on target, 1 more block shot. Neither team hit the woodwork. They had a few more shots inside the box and they had 1 more outside the box. It's alright. Because if you compare that with the expected goals, Leeds, for the majority, coming out on top, quite comfortably as well. 2.37 to 1.31, 2 against 0.58. That's the only one they got the better of. And then non-penalty 2.37 against 1.31 again. That's same as the overall expected goal. They had a little bit more on the X got. Moving on to defensive stats. Leeds had to do a lot of defending second half, but they did it well. Coming out on top overall with more blocks, more clearances and more keeper saves. I'm not sure where they get 6 for Carl Darlow. I remember 2 very good quality saves. I don't know where they got 6 from. And in fairness, Lammon's had to stop DCL after about a minute. So, I probably, if I was to really get my thinking cap on, or my memory cap, I'd probably say that Lammon's probably had as many saves as Darlow to make overall. So, there you go. They actually had more tackles and more interceptions. Passing wise, not a massive difference there actually. Pretty close overall. They had more passes in their own half, more passes in the opposition, but Leeds actually had more accurate long balls and more accurate crosses. And again, Leeds' crossing today, especially from Gudmundsson and Bogle, was absolutely excellent, especially first half. Both of them got some fantastic balls into the box. Really, really good. So that doesn't surprise me. Didn't see any Ethan Ampadu long throws, or only a couple of them, which was very surprising. I thought we would have utilised that a bit more today. So yeah, that was a real surprise. Only the one offside the entire match as well. Surprising. They had a lot of touches in our box, but didn't come to much, did it? Discipline wise, 2 yellows for Leeds, 3 for them, and Lisandro Martinez. Bye bye. Love it. Yeah, note to yourself, don't pull the player's hair. Why do you feel the need to actually make contact with a player at all? Go for the ball. But yeah, I'm not grumbling. According to FootMob, Noah, with those 2 goals, it's algorithm based to these ratings, so there's going to be a lot of Leeds players here in the top 11, I would think. And I mean, in terms of players from 7 upwards, it's mostly Leeds players, isn't it? As you'd expect. And a lot of crap from the opposition. Oh, I'm such a happy man right now. I really am. I'm loving it. So yeah, we'll just finish up with the table. I mean, let's just have a look at let's just see if that's actually got Leeds out of the bottom 3 for away games now, because we've been in the bottom 3 for away games most of the season. That might have just clawed us out of it. We're still 18th. Wow, for away games despite getting that win. Wow. Okay. Well, whatever the case. Home form, Leeds still quite decent. Still looking alright. Last 5 games, I mean, that'll be an improvement for Leeds now at least. Getting that win. Yep, it's propped us up slightly. Look at that. Chelsea and Villa down in bottom echelons in terms of the last 5. Wow. Crazy. So yeah, overall, that leaves Leeds still in 15th, but that gap now. 6 points with 6 games remaining. And Leeds still have to play Wolves, Burnley, Tottenham and West Ham this season. I mean, surely Leeds don't throw it away now. And we've got a semi-final FA Cup match at Wembley against a team who hasn't beaten us this season in Chelsea. Leeds have had a win and a draw against them. So Leeds have a chance. Leeds have a chance of getting to an FA Cup final for the first time in God knows how long. Only domestic cup that I can think of in terms of a final that we got to was against Villa in 96. Against Villa in 96, I think it was. Where they walloped us 3-0 in the League Cup. That sucked. That was really shit. Didn't enjoy that one. But tonight, oh boy, I've enjoyed it. I really have. When Noah's 2 goals went in and when the final whistle went, wow. Just epic scenes. I mean, Farker dropped to his knees in celebration. He doesn't do that often. He did it when we got promoted from the Championship, and he did it again tonight. Yeah, I'm over the moon. I really am. So yeah, there we have it, folks. I will leave it there. Big thank you for watching. Do please like and like the video, do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do please hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future content. But in the meantime, I'm going to get a brew, I'm going to have a rest, because I'm absolutely exhausted from watching the match and celebrating the way I have, but I don't care. I'm going to sleep a very happy Leeds fan tonight. So have a good one, folks. See you in the next one. Bye for now.